you're not going to pay, we're not going to defend. I said that 7 years ago.
EU General Secretary Mark Rutte claimed that European NATO countries and Canada have provided 60% of the alliance's military aid to Ukraine in 2024. This claim directly contradicts U.S. President Donald Trump's statement that it is U.S. which is spending most in NATO. European allies in Canada are also playing a bigger role in Ukraine. Last year, they provided with almost 60% of NATO's military aid to Ukraine. This comment also comes after Trump's statement on 6 March, who cast doubt on his willingness to support the Western military alliance, saying he would not come to members' aid if they didn't pay enough for their own defense.
They said, if you don't pay your bills, we're not going to participate, we're not going to protect you. And when I said that, as soon as I said that, it was amazing how the money came in. But even now, it's not enough. It's really not enough. They should be paying more.
Canadian PM Mark Carney has pledged to raise Canada's defense spending to meet NATO's target of 2% of GDP by 2030, after the NATO needs to step up stance from Donald Trump. Tensions between the two North Atlantic countries has led to Canada siding more with the EU than its former ally, the US. NATO has recently requested that European allies in Canada boost their weaponry and equipment stocks by approximately 30% in the coming years. This initiative aims to update military capabilities in light of evolving security challenges. Carney is exploring closer security ties with the European Union to reduce its reliance on the United States, particularly in defense procurement. A senior Canadian official confirmed discussions about purchasing more European-made military equipment, including fighter jets, with a possibility of assembling them in Canada. The Canadian government has ordered a review of Canada's F-35 fighter jet deal with the US, considering alternatives like Sweden's Saab Gripen, which includes domestic production. Although Canada committed to buying 88 F-35s, only 16 have been legally funded, leaving room for change. I want to ensure that France and the whole of Europe works enthusiastically with Canada, the most European of non-European countries, determined like you to maintain the most positive possible relations with the United States, Carney said, after meeting the French President, Emmanuel Macron, in Paris and in London with UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer and King Charles III. This concoction of newer alliances seems like a good idea for both EU and Canada, after absence of the US at the Paris summit, where Macron promised troops and military support to Ukraine. Trump's administration has shown no public enthusiasm for the coalition's discussions about potentially sending troops into Ukraine after an eventual ceasefire to help make peace stick. Steve Witkoff also commented on this during his interview with Tucker Carlson. It's a combination of a posture and a pose, and a combination of also being simplistic.